bit of R&D, and you should get some interest that if somebody is interested in front end, in back end, and database, and middleware or administration, so they can get a path that these are something. Today, I'll be focusing on Java, and after that, maybe we are having another 4 days. So 4 days we'll be talking about Java, but Java it's really huge. Around lakhs of classes are there, classes, packages. So I I will say that within 4 hours, because we have 4 days, 1 hour daily, it tends to impossible to complete because Java is huge. That is the first thing. But I will try to take you to industry level, because we all read these things nowadays. Even kids are also studying programming language. So my intention is not to teach you line by line or chapter by chapter everything. My intention is uh, to take you from educational or a traditional orthodox way of learning to a corporate learning. Because when we learn something in our college days, the most challenging or problem is our university syllabus cannot get changed again and again. It's not possible. But if we talk about any programming language or anything, any tool, so it gets changed, right? So when Java introduced, so that time it was 1.x, and now it's like Java 14 is there. Maybe 15 beta is on the way. So still, okay. What's the version of Java you people are studying in your college nowadays? If you have it in your syllabus, you can use your chat window, guys, and quickly you can provide me some input. What's the version of Java? Any idea? You need to know. No idea. Perfectly fine. I appreciate this honest answer. Okay. All right. No problem. Anybody? Any idea? If no idea, it's perfectly fine. But you should communicate. That's what I want. It should have to have two-way communication. Today I'm not speaking in that loud voice. Okay. Okay, it's not in our course. Okay, Ayush. Okay, Gaurav, thank you. No problem. You guys are from third year? No idea, only C, C++, Python. Okay. Anybody is from final year? Okay, no problem. Look, generally, when we learn Java, so that time people, and before this, they were doing with JDK 6, then 7 introduced. 7 was a huge change. JDK or Java 7 was a huge change. And people thought we got a great version of Java now. There is not going to be huge change. But then JDK 8 introduced in the market. When we talk about university, or any educational institute, and we talk about the actual software industry, there is a huge gap. And from last 10 years, I have seen this, that there is a huge gap. University will teach you the, I will, not the latest version. So that's what I'll say. Not the latest version which is in demand. I am not at all blaming any university. I don't have intention to blame any university, because I know educational system cannot get changed so frequently. My mom is a teacher. She is a national award winning teacher. I know, I had a discussion with her also, that why you people are and not that frequent to change syllabus. So it's not possible. But industry is changing a lot, like very fast. So that's why in industry, for example, current now, let's say it's Java 14 in the market. Okay, not in the industry. Java 14 in the market. But but people are using Java 8 while doing software development. Okay, we can have a question that why, if it is JDK 14 in the market and 15 in the on the way, then why people are using JDK 8? Because while developing any software, we always try to use a stable version. Okay. And within a couple of months, maybe they will be removing JDK 8 support. So now industry is thinking that we should move to JDK 11. Okay. Not 9, 10. It's JDK 11. So why I know these all? Because I am closely working with the industry and I know what is happening in the industry. So you can see, look, being a student, it's very tough to understand that what version should I learn, what is in demand in the market. Maybe I can see JDK 14, maybe I can say JDK 4, JDK 7, 9, 8. Which one should I learn? That is the first question. And whatever we are learning in our university or in any educational system, that cannot compete because whoever is uh, working in, look, if you are writing something, let's say in Java is totally, I mean, it's based on object-oriented programming language, programming paradigm or principle. So uh, if I teach someone that what is object-oriented programming, and if I say that how you have to write a class, let's say I want to create a student management system with the help of Java. And if I want to create student management system, my first entity is student. So while learning something from the college, from the university perspective, maybe you will write something like public class student. Okay. And then you will write, don't worry, I'll open Eclipse and I'll show you how to program, how to do those things. I just want to give you a clear idea that where there is a gap, and if you want to be in the market, if you want to get a job, or if you want to survive in today's world, I'll say survive. I mean, you have to survive in this IT industry. In that case, you have to be smart enough and you have to learn those things which are in demand. Because after learning something from your college, when you go to maybe you will be placed in some company, but it's not only you. Maybe 100 different colleges are there from where students are coming. So in company also, they will have some kind of maybe a little bit of training session, and then you have to face some exam. If you are not able to clear that exam, may you will not be there. It happened in past. It is happening till now. So it's not like getting placement into some good company. It's like you have to prepare yourself in such a way that after getting placement, you can survive and you can come up with a strong technical background. This is what you need. Okay. So now, when I'm saying that in our college days, we used to write a program like public class student, let's say int, mm, sometimes roll number, so only roll, and string name. Mm, okay, like this. We used to write programs like this way. Even when I was in college, that in those days, I used to write programs like that way. But when it comes to actual development has a list of protocols, best practices, guideline, design pattern, those things you need to consider while writing the code. There is a gap. This is the gap. You write program, we write program. You are a student. Being a student, you write it like this way. But being a professional, I will not write it like this way. I will have a lot of things on my head while writing the code. I will think about the design pattern. I will think about the best practices. I'll think about the naming convention, that this is how I should name. I will think about the accessor and mutator, what to use. So I just wanted to give you this idea that whatever we learn, those things are different. And whatever, though the concept, I'm not saying that concepts are different, concepts are same, but in industry, it's totally different way to program. Okay. So that's why I always try to fill this gap between this kind of scenario where you have traditional orthodox way of learning and you want to be an expert in industry. So if you want to be a very good software industry expert, in that case, you always have to run or you always have to work with industry standard. Now let's come to Java. Any question, guys? Okay, are you with me? Give me your yes message quickly within 23 seconds. I just want to see some yes, yes, yes. Oh, great, great. So fast. No questions. Okay, no question. You typed a lot. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys. So look, it's not about learning Java, learning C, C++, Python, Android. Thank you, guys. It's about learning something with industry standard. Okay, that's all. So now let's come to the Java part because till previous day, even today, I just wanted to give you the idea. Now let's talk about the Java. Look, Java is a very famous programming language, and till date, now Python is in competition, but till date, I can say this guy is the king. Why? Because any banking application, even till date, you will not find Python for banking application. Maybe for machine learning it's there, but for banking, for e-commerce, any financial institutions program application, any kind of what I'll say, insurance. Though Java is present in everywhere, okay, but especially these are some domain which rules the world: banking, e-commerce, insurance, finance, and a lot of other. Okay, they rule the world, and everybody has a choice. The Java. Why Java? Because Java is very, very, very secure. That is the first reason that Java is very secure. That's why this is the choice of any kind of institution where transactions are part of that, like banking or e-commerce or financial services everywhere. Okay. So Java is very much secure. Java follows object-oriented programming principle. Oops, we say object-oriented programming. Okay, it's a high-level language. There are billions of users for Java. Billions of devices are there which runs with Java. Even initially, before Kotlin, it was totally Java, which has been used for the mobile application development. Okay, so now, a few of the points I'm writing: the secure, object-oriented programming language, high level. There are different number of things we can write, different points we can write for Java. Okay, it's a high level. When I'm saying it's high level is nothing but where it's like English, writing English. It's a high level, understandable language. So before high level language, there was a low level language. Still, low level languages are there where some ASCII code or which is not, I mean, easy to understand, not in a in a regular language fashion. Okay, so Java is very easy to understand. Why? Because it follows object-oriented programming principle, and object-oriented programming principle says that whatever you see in this world, everywhere, everything can be mapped like an object, entity, class, and those things. Like if I say that I got a mobile, so I got a mouse, okay, I got a visiting card, I myself, an employee. Everything is nothing but an object. I'm an object of human. This mouse is an object of mouse is nothing but a blueprint. Now there are different companies which companies are providing this. Now there is a blueprint that, okay, if this is a mouse, this mouse will have a left button, it will have a right button, it will have a scroll facility, may it will have a light, which light will indicate whether it is in function or not. Okay, so I have a mouse. Now let's say I just want to create an application. Okay, maybe there is a company, which company is creating this hardware, okay, this mouse. And they told us that you have to create an application where all our inventory system, maybe mouse inventory management system you have to create. Okay, so what is the mouse inventory management system? Like how many mouse has been created, how many mouse has been uh, maybe damaged, has been shipped, has been returned, right? A lot of things are there. So I have to have a solution for that, programmatic solution. I have to have a software for that, which software help me to design, or which software will provide me the facility to interaction. It could be a mobile application, it could be a browser based application, it could be a simple application which runs in my laptop. Okay, so first is user interaction. Second, it will have the business logic which will run behind the scene based on my user interaction. And based on my interaction, let's say I want to place an order. So placing an order and returning an order, and both are different things, right? So based on my selection, in background, the business logic will get executed, and it should also have to have a persistent mechanism. When I'm saying persistent mechanism, that means it will have a database. Like it should not be in memory. Generally, our laptop is having a RAM, right? RAM is in memory. So you know about in memory, I'm sure. So in memory is like till the time your laptop is on, till the time your RAM is on, the data will be there. Once your laptop is off, your data is vanished. But you don't want that, right? You want to use it in future. So if you want to use it in future, maybe you need a file system, or maybe you need a database system. So now if I want to create a mouse management system, what Java is saying that, look, we follow object-oriented programming principle. And object-oriented programming principle says that whatever things you are trying to create, if it is mouse management system, mouse inventory management system, or mobile inventory management system, you have to think each and every entity. Like, okay, I'll think, okay, I have to manage all the mouse inventory. So this inventory system will have, first of all, who is my main thing? My mouse, this mouse, right? This mouse is my main entity. So I have to think that, okay, fine. If I have to design, or if I have to develop an application, so first of all, what I have to think that I have to map this guy. This guy is nothing but a real entity, okay, tangible entity. We can also map intangible entities as well. So this tangible entity has to be mapped in my program. Okay, so we can say this is an object of a mouse blueprint. Okay, now if I want to map this, object-oriented programming is saying that look at the object. Okay, look at the object. You have to look it, and you have to find out the attributes. Okay, then I can say, all right, that's great. So first is like, I will say, I have to, I'm thinking about mouse inventory management system. Okay, so I want to develop develop a product, a software, which is basically mouse inventory management system. For that purpose, being a developer, okay, what I have to do, maybe I will sit with the client, I will gather the requirement, Okay, after gathering the requirement, maybe they will provide me some business analyst guy. That person will give me the idea, look, this is a mouse, so it's very easy to understand about its functionality and its attribute. But sometimes it could be like, let's say, banking application. So that time client will provide you some business analyst. Okay, that business analyst will give you the idea about the whole thing, that what are the functionalities, what are the entities, everything. But let's not get into that. Let's come back to our mouse here. All right, so now I saw that this is a mouse. Okay, so first of all, I can think that this product, this mouse, can have a ID. Maybe it's a serial ID. Every product has its own ID. So mouse serial ID. Okay, maybe the color, maybe mouse type, whether it is wireless or not, right? So then mouse, maybe it's a smaller one or bigger one. It can, we can also think about mouse size here, right? So you can see that like this way we can list down all the things, and whatever are necessary, okay, whatever are necessary, those things we'll put over here. That is nothing but doing abstraction. Okay, putting only the necessary things and hiding or removing unnecessary things, abstraction. Okay, now the thing is that here you can see that first of all I wrote all the attributes. Okay, now this guy is also having some behavior. World, so that's why maybe sometimes people can think he is not following the standard. But believe me, when I teach a any complete course, I always try to take people from the development perspective or from the implementation perspective. Theory is okay, you should know, but how practically you are implementing, that is the most important thing. Okay, so I will always emphasize, I will always tell you guys that try to read theory, perfectly fine, but think about it. You have to think about it and then do the implementation. Then only you can learn something in a proper manner. Okay, guys, are you there? I'm just simply talking. Let's get some confirmation from you. Are you enjoying or getting bored? You can write getting bored or enjoying. Let's see what type of response I'm getting. Maybe I can mold the way. I mean, guys, you have to type and you don't have to fake. You're getting noise. NYC, Sampanna. What do you mean by that? I didn't get. Noise of what? Oh, spelling mistake. I do the same always. Typo. All right, guys, you don't have to lie to me that, okay, let's write this. It's not like that. I always say, give the honest feedback. If you really think that, yes, we are learning something different apart from the traditional way of learning, then you should enjoy. Or else, don't say that. If you don't enjoy, don't ever say wrong things. I mean, to make someone happy. I don't do that. Sometimes I have to do. All right, so let's come back. Now we were talking about mouse inventory management system, and we found that this is the main entity whom and I have to provide the service for this. Okay, so now one thing is like, look at here. This is the most important thing which I'm going to share with you, and this will help you in your entire software life or software development life. So please be with me and listen carefully. This will also help you to think that yes, everything is possible. Okay. In this entire world, whatever project you develop, whether it is a banking, e-commerce, healthcare, inventory management, financial service, transportation service, okay, Airbus management, okay, whatever. These four magic letters will always help you. C, R, U, D. That's all. This is all about software development. Okay. Create, retrieve, update. You might have heard about this before, I know, maybe for database or for some other scenarios. But believe me, only these four things are there in this entire world of development. Create, retrieve, update, delete. Let's get any scenario. You want to let's say you want to create a software for anything. Tell me, just use your chat window. Tell me what type of software you want to create. Use your chat window. Give me some example. Are you there? I want two-way communication, guys. All right, interesting. Ayush, Corona stat count. Let's take Ayush example. He is the first guy who has given this. Okay, now I took it. Corona stat count. He wants to create a kind of, what I'll say, monitoring application or a stat which will provide you the statistic, current statistic about this COVID, about this disease. So now, one thing, first of all, let's say I will have a counter, right? I will count. Maybe it will be started from a house, from a village, from a panchayat. I don't know whether this term is used in your country or not. Maybe block, district, state, country, right? So if you want to create a corona stat count, in that case, first thing is like create. If any new patient comes, that is nothing but create, all right? Then let's say you want to generate a report, or if you want to get the count, maybe hourly basis, maybe daily, maybe weekly, maybe monthly, maybe yearly, whatever. So that is nothing but retrieve. Maybe sometimes by mistake, some data has been, okay, maybe sometimes we can do some kind of mistake that we have entered wrong data. That can be updated, or maybe we have existing set of data about this coronavirus patient, and we have to update that report because we got maybe 5 more. Guys, be proactive, be you have to have, I mean, you have to do communication, huh? You should not be away of your laptop. You should have to be there. Only 4 people are agree. 5. I'm really sad, huh? I told Namaste Nepal, huh, on the very first day, and you are not. All right, good. Yeah, if you are not agree, perfectly fine. You can write not agree. I will discuss with you that why you think it's not, why you are not agree, what point you have. I'm always open to listen other people, and you should also have to have that quality if you want to be a good software developer. Always remember this. Okay, you have to be a very good listener because you will do the development based on that. That's why. All right. Thank you guys. You people are interacting properly. I'm happy. I'm really happy. So you people are agree because I told these things logically. Any example, if you will take, everywhere you will find this. Now, let's say Ayush told me that I want to develop it with the help of Python. It's perfectly fine. You can do it with Python. I will say I'll do it with Java. Maybe Pravesh will say, or Ravi will say, I'll do it with C++. Okay. Somebody Sazin. Yeah, I don't. Correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Sazin. Okay. So maybe he will be saying that, hey, I love .NET. I'll be going for .NET. That's perfectly fine. Whether it is Python, it's Java, it's C++, it's .NET, it's perfectly fine. Everywhere you can do this, create, retrieve, update, delete. Because no programming language is there where you will not find loop. You will find conditional statement. Like your if else, like your switch case. So guys, remember one thing, learning, if you know one programming language properly, in that case, learning other programming languages are just a game. You just need to learn the syntax, that's all. For loop कभी बदलने वाला तो है नहीं. लूप लूप ही रहता है. if else ही रहता है. स्विच ही रहता है. Only one difference, that is syntax. यहाँ ऐसे लिखते हैं, वहाँ वैसे लिखते हैं. That's all. That's all. Believe me. I have knowledge of different programming languages and I learn it like that way only. Okay, अच्छा जावा में तो मैं ऐसे करता हूँ, फिर पाइथन में कैसे? अच्छा यहाँ ऐसे, पाइथन में ओके ऐसे सपोर्ट है क्या, ऐसे सिंटेक्स है, ओके ओके. सी में कैसे करते हैं? अच्छा डॉट नेट में ऐसे होता है, अच्छा हो गया यार. एक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज सीख के हम बाकी सारी चीजें, कितना दिन लगेगा यार. इफ आई एम गुड रिसोर्स ऑफ जावा, मुझे डॉट नेट नहीं आती, लेकिन अगर आप मुझे बोलो कि यू हैव टू टीच डॉट नेट, इट विल टेक 2 days, ओनली 2 days, हार्डली, बिकॉज मुझे वो सिंटेक्स देखना है और कुछ नहीं देखना है, बाकी मुझे पता है. मुझे सारी चीजें मैं विजुअलाइज कर सकता हूँ. अच्छा जावा में ऐसा हो रहा है, यहाँ ऐसे हो रहा है, दैट्स ऑल. ये अपने दिमाग में अच्छी तरह से, दिमाग के अंदर. I think that people are not having problem if I sometimes speak in Hindi. If you have any problem, just let me know, guys. Okay. All right. So, no man. Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, that's what I was telling. That देखो, ऐसा है कि आप you can learn any programming language. एक ढंग से सीख लेना. एक ढंग से सीख लेना. Whatever it is, C, C++. सी होता है तो वो ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड नहीं होती है, फिर आपको थोड़ा दूसरे प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में यू गेट लिटिल चैलेंज की, अरे अरिंदम ने तो सी बोला था, साला सी तो मैंने सीखा और अभी जावा में तो अलग तरीके से प्रोग्राम लिख रहे हैं. इसलिए सी प्लस प्लस जो होता है उसमें क्या होता है कि ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड टच रहता है, सो इट्स वेरी इजी. ओके फाइन. सो लुक, डोंट थिंक दैट कि वो कोड नहीं कर रहा है, क्या कर रहा है. बिकॉज कोड यार 5 घंटे में कितना कोड सीखोगे. मैं कोड लिख सकता हूँ, जितना है कोड लिख सकता हूँ, बट ये कोई नहीं बताएगा तुमको. बिलीव मी, दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग विच यू शुड नो. ये कॉन्फिडेंस खुद में बिल्ड होना चाहिए कि अरे अरिंदम ने तो बोला था यार, प्रोजेक्ट मतलब तो CRUD, क्रिएट रिट्रीव अपडेट डिलीट. आई कैन गिव यू द गारंटी दैट 2 साल बाद या 3 साल बाद जब भी आप जॉब कर रहे होंगे, कभी एक बार याद करना कि अरिंदम ने क्या कहा था, और जब सच में सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट करोगे ना, मिला लेना मेरी बात, वर्ड बाय वर्ड वट एवर आई एम सेइंग. क्रिएट रिट्रीव अपडेट डिलीट, इसके बाहर का जो भी चीजें हैं, दोज आर लाइक एक्स्ट्रा चीजें, वैलिडेशन, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, दोज आर अलग चीजें. बट इसके बाहर दुनिया नहीं है. कभी मिला लेना या मुझे पिंग कर देना व्हाट्सएप पे, इस पे फेसबुक में, कि यस यू आर करेक्ट मैन. Alright guys, so now I just wanted to show you that object oriented programming जो हम बोलते हैं उसको implement करने के लिए, मतलब अभी और डिस्कस करेंगे हम, डोंट वरी. हाँ, बट ये दुनिया कैसे चलती है विद द हेल्प ऑफ CRUD. फिर प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में कॉमन चीज़ें बहुत है, सो मेनी कॉमन थिंग्स आर देयर. Okay. One thing can be implemented with the help of different programming languages. Okay. So I am just deleting this. I'm deleting. If anybody wants to get a, what I'll say, a screenshot, you can take it. Okay. So I'll delete after counting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, delete. All right. So now let's come to Java. If you want to do programming with the help of Java, so what type of application you can create? You can create any type of programming. I mean, any is something which I should not use. You can create different type of, it's good. You can create different type of programs. Like you can create an application with the help of Swing and desktop based application. And another is web based application. Okay. When we say desktop, like your MS Word, like your PowerPoint, those are running on your system, right? But your Facebook, it's running on the server. Okay. So your Facebook is nothing but a web-based application. Okay. Whereas your MS Office is a desktop-based application. So Java provides you facility to create desktop-based, web-based application, enterprise application, even in embedded also it could be used. But I will take a very simple example, like for example, let's say Amazon. It's an enterprise application where the client base is huge, huge, huge. So you can create this kind of application with the help of Java. And now Java can be categorized as Java EE. What else say? First of all, it's Java AC, and another is Java EE. EE is your enterprise edition. AC is your standard edition. People say it core Java, and AC is known as advanced Java. Okay. So this is about your Java, core Java and advanced Java. Long time back, there was Java ME, micro edition, but now it's not that much in use. So you might have heard about the term core Java, advanced Java. So Java AC को core Java कहते हैं और उससे we simply create simple applications, and we mainly use Java AC to create this guy, and we write business logic. Means core Java will never leave you, whether you are using enterprise level solution, whether you are using any framework like Spring or Hibernate, or you are using Java EE itself, but Java AC will never leave you. It will never leave you. Okay, remember this. Whether you are a master of Java or a beginner, first of all, you have to learn Java AC, that is core Java. Okay. And Java EE is your advanced Java, where you might have heard about these terminologies like servlet, JSP, JMS, JPA, a lot of other things. Okay. Filter, listener. Okay. Now, Java AC current version is like 14 or maybe 15 beta is there. Okay. But industry is still using Java 8. And they are planning to move to Java 11, because Oracle is gonna remove the support for Java 8, and Oracle is emphasizing that you should go for JDK 11. That's why software industry has to move from JDK 8 to 11 slowly. Okay. Now let's say I just want to do Java programming. If you want to do Java programming, let's start from the very beginning. Hello world. So first of all, what you need, Java, or better to say JDK. You have to download it. It's free. And install. It's very easy to install. Just click, 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 click. Even if you want me to share, I can share a video for this, but I'm really sorry that in my video, I was the person who was trying to break the traditional way of teaching people, I mean, let me go to my channel. Okay. Yeah. So I was trying to break the traditional way of teaching. That's why what I was doing is like, while creating the videos, I was trying to sing a little bit. I was trying to uh, do some kind of वो हिंदी dialogue देना, ठीक है? मतलब kind of funny type से मैं बनाना चाहता था, because हर कोई serious way से बनाता है. But I thought, and I was trying to create it in Hindi initially. Okay. सो इनिशियली मैं हिंदी में बना रहा था, बट लाइक जावा इंस्टॉलेशन ये आपको मिल जाएगा यहाँ से. मैं आई कैन शेयर माय चैनल लिंक, एंड few of the videos, I don't know whether you people will appreciate or like or not, but मैंने कुछ videos तो बना के रखा था, 24 videos. Okay, तो इसमें देखो, I really apology if you don't like it, because मैंने traditional way को तोड़ के different way में जाना चाहा. Java में मैंने Hello World में I sang a song. So that's why forgive me if you don't like, you can avoid this. Okay, but मैं just आपको ये link भेज दूंगा. This link will help you. Definitely it will help you. और क्या करना पड़ता है? Copy the link. Yeah. So I will send this link to you. अगर आपको चाहिए कि how to install, मैंने करके रखा, but it's in Hindi. If you people are not comfortable in Hindi, it will not help you. And I was not having any intention to promote my this playlist, because मैं इस playlist को delete करने के plan में हूँ. Because मुझे थोड़ा और तरीके से ये करना था. अभी जैसे मेरा देखो ये latest one जो है, इसमें मैं काफी अब तरीके से कर रहा हूँ सारी चीजें, एंड यहाँ बहुत मैं अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा हूँ, बट वो थंबनेल नहीं लगाया है, उसको मेरा टीम वो लगाएगा. यहाँ पर भी वो कामुंडा का वीडियोस है. एनीवे, लीव इट. सो मैं आपको ये भेज देता हूँ. इट विल हेल्प यू फॉर द डाउनलोड. इट विल, एंड मैं पहले ही बता देता हूँ, मे बी आप बोर भी हो सकते हो, आप एंजॉय भी कर सकते हो. हाँ, मन हो तो सब्सक्राइब करना, नहीं मन हो तो मत करना. मीन्स आई नेवर टेल कि सब्सक्राइब करो, ये करो. आई डोंट वांट दैट. किसी को मन होगा तो करना, किसी को मन होगा तो नहीं करना. ओके. सो Java, yeah, now look at here. Java JDK download. So first of all, what you need a JDK in your system, and you need, look, आप notepad से भी program लिख सकते हो. But in industry, we don't use notepad. We use IDE. IDE is Integrated Development Environment. For example, Eclipse is one of the most popular IDE. ठीक है? तो आपको जावा प्रोग्राम लिखने के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है? आपके सिस्टम में Eclipse होना चाहिए, आपके सिस्टम में JDK इंस्टॉल होना चाहिए. JDK इंस्टॉल करने के बाद आपको कुछ थोड़े बहुत सेटिंग होता है. हाँ, जैसे आपको वो JDK का पाथ देना पड़ता है, वो सेटिंग करना पड़ता है. JDK has to be, I mean path variable होता है ना, PATH, path variable has to be set with JDK। सो अगर आपको अपना सेटअप बनाना है, सेटअप करना है, आप मेरे ये बेकार वीडियोस देख लेना। मेरे बेकार वीडियोस में आपको मिल जाएगा। हाँ, मतलब एटलीस्ट इतना तो हेल्प हो जाएगा कि आपको मतलब आपके लोकल में आप सेट कर सकोगे। ठीक है, ये देख लेना यहाँ से, हाउ टू इंस्टॉल जावा, जावा होम कैसे, और पूरा मैंने सिक्वेंसली बना दिया है। तो अगर आपको सेटअप करना है, आप इसको फॉलो करके कर लेना, सिक प्रॉपर वे से मैंने दे के रखा है। ठीक है, ओके। सबलाइम इज नॉट मेनली फॉर दिस। सबलाइम मैंने यूज किया है जब मैं एंड्रॉय एंगुलर का प्रोग्रामिंग करता था, तो सबलाइम। बट फॉर जावा वी जनरली यूज एक्लिप्स, वी यूज IntelliJ, we use paid version of RAD, Rational Application Developer from IBM. We use NetBeans, but basically Eclipse is the most popular IDE ever I have seen. So I will say go for Eclipse, download Eclipse. ठीक है, so it's easy and it's not paid, so you can go for Eclipse. सो अगर आप चाहिए, ओके, वन मोर थिंग, आप लोग चाहे तो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लेना, मैंने लिंक शेयर किया था। सो उस ग्रुप में मैं आप लोग को शेयर कर सकता हूँ, मे बी लिंक ऑफ दिस वन, ये सारे लिंक वगैरह शेयर कर दूंगा कि अगर आपको इक्लिप्स डाउनलोड करना है, उसका लिंक क्या है, कौन सा डाउनलोड करना है, और जेडीके का लिंक शेयर कर दूंगा, तो आप लोग वो कर सकते हो वहां से। ठीक है, सो प्रवेश, प्लीज शेयर WhatsApp link with them if they want to be part of that। ठीक है, अगेन अगर आपको लगे तो आप करना, नहीं लगे तो इट्स योर चॉइस। नाउ ठीक है, तो आपको क्या चाहिए, यू नीड जावा, यू नीड एक्लिप्स, एंड यू नीड टू सेट पाथ वेरिएबल। इन फ्यूचर अगर आपको डेटाबेस में कुछ लिखना है तो वन डेटाबेस, सो विल नॉट टॉक अबाउट दैट राइट नाउ। ओके, या, थैंक यू आयुष, थैंक्स फॉर शेयरिंग। गाइज इस लिंक को आप फॉलो करके ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, मैंने एक ग्रुप बना के रखा है, एंड आई विल ट्राई टू गिव माय लेटेस्ट वीडियो अपडेट। अगर मैं अभी मैं जावा पे सोच रहा हूँ कि यूडेमी में जावा पे कोर्स लॉन्च करूँ। अगर मैं करता हूँ तो आई मे बी इट विल टेक 1 2 3 months। मैं मल्टीपल काम में बिजी रहता हूँ। अगर मैंने किया तो आप लोग को मैं बता दूंगा। अगर एंड यूट्यूब में भी मेरे जावा के वीडियोस आएंगे तो मैं आप लोग को बता दिया करूंगा। ठीक है, इफ यू वांट टू गेट कनेक्ट विथ मी, आप लोग उस ग्रुप में रहना, इफ यू डोंट, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। ओके, सो नाउ अभी हमने क्या देखा कि टू डू जावा प्रोग्रामिंग वी नीड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जेडीके। जेडीके मैंने इंस्टॉल करके रखा है। डाउनलोड, डबल क्लिक 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 क्लिक, इंस्टॉलेशन इज डन। इक्लिप्स सेम, डाउनलोड करो, क्लिक कर दो, हो गया। बट रिमेंबर वन थिंग, बिफोर इंस्टॉलेशन और बिफोर डाउनलोड ऑफ इक्लिप्स, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इंस्टॉल जावा, क्योंकि इक्लिप्स इज अ जावा बेस्ड टूल। तो अगर जावा ही नहीं रहेगा तो इक्लिप्स कहाँ से चलेगा? गॉट द पॉइंट? सो दैट इज द कैच। ओके, नाउ ठीक है, देखो इक्लिप्स ऐसे होता है, कैंसिल करते हैं। इक्लिप्स ऐसे दिखता है, हाँ, डबल क्लिक करोगे तो यहाँ से, जैसे देखो यहाँ, दिस इज नोन एज वर्क स्पेस, यहाँ पर आपको पाथ पाथ देना पड़ता है। तो अगर आप सेलेक्ट करोगे, लेट से मैं डी ड्राइव में, ओके एक मिनट, डी ड्राइव में डी जावा वर्कशॉप वेबिनार, ठीक है, ओनली डब्ल्यू इज फाइन। ठीक है, अब मैंने ये बोला कि ये मेरा लोकेशन है, आई लॉन्च इट। तो लाइक दिस वे Eclipse will get downloaded. I will suggest, if you people are having interest, please follow the approach which I have given there, and at least do the setup in your environment, in your laptop or desktop or whatever you use. Okay, you can do that. Yeah, it's on. Now look at here. Once you will start your Eclipse, it will also provide you some support guide, review IDE configuration, create. I mean, you can also follow kind of tutorial if you want. But अभी देखो, ये मेरा Eclipse है. This is how it looks. Now I want to create a Java application. Very simple Java application. दुनिया का पहला application is always, you know the name. What's the name, guys? Type in the chat window. Meanwhile, I'll type over here. What's the name of the first application? Oh my God, people are correct. Yes, guys. So the first application, so we are agree that the first application is gonna named as Hello World. I don't know who had done it, but he has done a great job. Has given a name like Hello World. Now look at here. I want to create a project. This is my IDE, like you use Notepad or Notepad++. So this is the father of that, okay, which provides a lot of things. So you can say, hey, I want to create a project. If I want to create a project, what I can do? I can simply say, File, New. Then I will try to search a Java project here. If I am not able to find it, I'm sorry, I can click on Other. And I can simply see here. If I'm not able to see, I can simply type over here. So I can say, hey, I want to create a Java project. Forget about other things. Always remember one thing. When you are learning something, it should be always simple to complex. So when you are creating application, forget about other things. Focus on only that thing, what you need. Because if you see a lot of these other things, you will get confused. Like the way I have done on the very first day. Java project. So now it's time to provide a name. Now look at here. Hello world. There is no space while providing the name. I'll say, now look at here. Currently I'm using version of Java as Java 1.8. Okay. I can download. If you download, you can change it from here. Now next, if you download more version, if you have multiple versions in your system, then I'll say finish. Now it is saying that, okay, you are creating a Java application. So do you want Eclipse to change the look and feel based on the type of the application? I mean, with the help of Eclipse, we can create Java SE application, we can create Java EE application, we can create other applications as well. So this IDE can change or can show you different options based on the type of the project which you are selecting. So you are saying, hey, do that, no problem. So it will look at here, little changes you might have seen. So it will show you only those necessary things which are needed for Java application. Now this is your Java application ready. Okay. So this is how you can create a simple Java project. I have shown you how to create a simple Java project. Now Java is nothing but object-oriented programming language. And in object-oriented programming language, all the concept surrounds with few words, and those words are nothing but class, object, method, package. Okay. So class, object, method, package, attributes or variables. So these are the words which generally you will see while doing Java programming. So in your Java class, at least you will have in your Java program, at least you will have one class. At least one method. Look, I'm not saying that you can't create a project without these things. You can create, but if you don't have anything to run, in that case, what's the use? So that's why I'm saying that at least you should have a class. At least you should have a method. Basically, it's your main method. Main method is the entry point of your Java application. Your controller will go to that method first. You can have different number of methods. So what is method, what is class, and those things we can discuss later. But first of all, I just want to show you that how to create a simple project and then how to add resources in that project. Now, second target is I want to create a class. So I can say right click, new class. Let's say I'll give the name as application. Now there is a concept of package like com dot the company name. For example, for the time being, I'm considering Kamunda University itself is a company. You are creating product for Kamunda University. Sorry, Kathmandu. Actually, I am expert in Kamunda, so always that word comes in my mind. And so many times, rather than saying Kathmandu University, by mistake, I apologize for this. Okay, Kathmandu is new. I told Kamunda University. I really apologize for this. Com.ku, that is your Kathmandu University. This is the standard, world standard. I follow the standard given by IBM or Oracle or Google. So because while doing development, you should follow the international standard. So they say that, now what is package? Don't get into that. I'm not talking about that. I just want to show you a simple application. But while writing these things, I just want to highlight that this is how we write, because in your college you will not never write it like this way. Com dot ku dot, even I have seen few, I mean, uh, who are fresher, who are not experienced, maybe having 1 year of experience, even they don't know that how to give the package name properly. So this is the package name like com dot Kathmandu University. I mean, this is the, then my program name, hello world, and this is my class. Now, Eclipse is really amazing. I'm not saying other IDEs are not amazing, they are also, but Eclipse, I really love this guy. I mean, uh, why? Because it provides you several number of facilities. Code completion, auto code completion. Now let's say I have to write a method, and in Java, you should have to have a main method, because when you will execute your Java program, your JVM will always try to search the main method. So you should have to write a main method. So if you want to write a main method and you can't remember the entire code syntax, you can simply say main. There's a magic keyword, control and space, from the keyword, from the keypad, control and space. Okay, so this guy will help you. Now look at here. This code will be automatically generated for you. So you can say enter. Once you will say enter, automatically this code will come to you. Okay. So I told I will have at least one class. This is my class. What is class? I have not discussed. Method is nothing but block of code which will get executed based on the calling. Now I am saying I want to print something. To print something in Java, we have to write system dot out dot println. This is how we print. So for that purpose, what I can do, I can simply write SYSO. Then the magic keyword, control space, enter. Then double quotes, I can write hello world. My program is ready. My Java code is ready. Now look at here. If I remove this semicolon, I will get some red sign. Why? Syntax error. So Eclipse is having that facility, or Eclipse provides you that facility, that in background, it will check your Java code. It will compile your Java code, because whatever code you are writing, are you following the proper standard which is defined by Java? Are you putting semicolon at the end of the line or not? So everything will be checked in background. You don't have to do any manual, you don't have to put manual effort for this. And now you can see that error has been removed. So that's why I'm telling you that Eclipse is really very strong and it's very good. You can go for it. Now look at here. I have written a very simple application. class. Inside this, I have a main method, and then I'm saying I'm printing something. Okay. Even I can write SYSO. Let's say I want to print some message. Summation of two digits are, let's say this line will only print that, and this line will do the summation. So I can do arithmetic operation over here. Perfectly fine. While printing also I can do this operation. I can do some kind of summation. Int number 1 is equal to 10. Int number 2 is equal to, oops, is equal to 20. Okay. Now, if you want, look, right now I'm not following any industry standard because this is very first application. That's why I'm not following, or else I could not have written all these things over here. I'm telling you again, int sum. I never do this kind of programming. Here, just want to make it easy for you. Just want to show you something. That's why I'm doing it. Now I can say control space sum, like this way. Summation is, so this is something arithmetic operation, right? This is nothing but some printing statement. This is nothing but, this is how we put some comment. This is your method. We are putting some comment as well. Now, if you want to run, you can say right click, run as Java application. Hello world. Now look at here. The first line is hello world. Second is summation of two digits are. In third line, I have done that. Here, summation is 30. So this is just the beginning. Okay. Here I just wanted to tell you that to do programming in Java, what you need. So what you need, first of all, you need you need JDK, you need Eclipse. You have to set the path. I will request all of you, if you get time, try to complete this in your system. Okay. Try to write a very simple application like this. Create a simple project. Okay, and try to perform these operations like arithmetic operation, like you can go for multiplication, division, and all other things. Okay, you can try to print something like this way. Okay, now it's time for question answer because I don't want to take it more. Full day I was busy, but now, yeah, guys, if you want to speak out, if you want to do some kind of communication, please go ahead. And don't think that I didn't show you a lot of programming, because believe me, within this quick time, learning program, I will say your preference should have to be on learning those concepts which I am telling you, learning about the industry and all of the details which I'm telling you, and then the programming. Programming is very easy. Programming is not the big task. Writing code is not a big deal. So that's why I was trying to convey you those things. Now, guys, if you want to speak out, you can go ahead. I don't want to kill your time. Yeah, anybody would like? Oh, many people have already dropped. It's only 19 people are there. People are getting bored, or you are not liking. You can communicate over the chat window. How was the experience for today? Did you like it? People, you can use your chat window and you can tell me. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you, Biju. Sazin. Thank you, Manisha. Thank you, Subarna. Guys, any question you have? If anybody is having question, you can chat. You can use your chat window. Or else I'm feeling really very hungry. Okay. If you don't have any question, if you look, it's always better to ask if you have any question. If you don't having productive time, thank you, Sajin. Yeah. It's always good to ask question if you have. If you don't have, it's okay, no problem. I'm here to answer you. I'm here to clarify your doubt. I'm here to help you. Okay. Anyways, I'm feeling also hungry. I think you people will be also hungry. SDLC, which Eclipse, isn't there 6 to 7 steps of SDLC? Look, brother, I mean, SDLC nowadays it has been changed a lot. Before this, it was like steps are always there. Okay, like you will say software. I mean, requirement. Whatever you are learning in your whatever you are reading in your software engineering book. I forgot the name of the author. I have also studied those things, but nowadays that SDLC is not that much appreciable, which we generally read. Nowadays it's agile based. Before this, it was like waterfall, spiral, and so other things were there. But now it has been changed. Which Eclipse version should you download for web development? You should go for Java EE. When you will try to download that, you might have seen that there is a Java AC and there is Java EE. So go for Java EE version. You are using only 4. What's that? You are using only 4. What Abhishek? Your name is having 23 design, Abhishek. What's that? I have little curiosity about that. Just you put that, or what's that? Okay, thank you, Ayush. Thank you, Biju. And look, it's not about using 4 and anything. It's totally depend on the company size or company, what type of, look, small scale companies. Oh, okay. The small scale companies are using, they always don't follow Agile. They follow a traditional way of development. Okay, it's not like all are following that. So I will say whatever is there in the book, read that. One day it will help you, definitely. Okay. This is the attendance sheet. Shall I have to do anything here?
No, it's all for the participants.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you then. Any other
Thank you very
question?
much.
Anytime. Okay, man. See you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, we'll meet at 8:30.
Yes. Pakka. मिलते हैं कल. Okay. चलो
अच्छा.
bye. Good night. Yeah. Good night. Yeah.